ready for pre-stream discussions about liver. Welcome everyone. How are you doing? It's Tuesday, August 29th. August, go bye-bye really fast. Wombat, Edge, what's up, all? It's a toxic waste filter. Yeah. About that liver discussion. Never been big on liver and onions, whatever. I don't know if I've ever had liver and onions, maybe. My mother was visiting recently. She mentioned something like that, and I don't remember ever eating that. But my grandmother used to make chopped chicken liver and had a lot of egg in it, and I remember liking that as a kid. So there you are. Well, welcome to Last of Us. Do you like liver? We started this up again yesterday. We'll be playing through Last of Us and Left Behind. We'll probably be playing today, Thursday, and I think Friday. Depends on how many of these levels I just zip through. Let's eat some poisonous sponge pudding. The Wombat, few days off, making liver pate for the kittens. And Edge, you holding up all right these days? How are you? We're playing on Grounded. It's an NG, not an NG+. Reason being, NG Plus is just a little bit easier because you get to keep all your upgrades. We don't want to make it easier. We just want to have a good time with it. I think the woods level is either going to reset. We may have already walked through the first part of it. Stiff. All of a sudden feeling stiff. Let's beat that before it kicks in. Just got back from taking the dog. Still trying to cool down. Hey, Jake. Howdy doody. Last of Us, one of my all-time favorite games.
Are you mine?
As disturbing as it is, it's also soothing.
Or am I yours?
Just like that. As disturbing as that is, it's also somehow soothing. Hey, Matthew. Matthew. Welcome. Alright, we're on this side of the fence.
My excellent friend.
Greetings! Greetings. Hey, Joel. Hey, Ellie. You know, we could, even though we did this yesterday, appears to have saved us up the hill, we can wander back through this just because it's beautiful. I'm just going to backtrack to the beginning. Look, even the bird respawned. Never come at the bird from this side. Greetings, greetings, my excellent friends. The command list has been moved to the website that I finally put online. 2 years ago, Deuce set up a couple websites, grabbed some domains. I always meant to grab the Entropic J domain. In fact, I should still get with Deuce. Maybe a few of you might be interested in talking about stuff we could do with the website. I'm open to suggestions. We should probably have most of that discussion off stream. But there is a website now, and I've started to move things over. The game list, links to YouTube playlists, the command list, the drink list. There'll be, hopefully, a little bit more there every day. Get everything moved over and start doing some cool things with that. Kasei, welcome. Ellie's never walked through the woods before. I was just backtracking to show you a little of this small but beautiful level. Goosebumps the first time I ever came through here. And you start up the top of the hill and walk down through here. And we did yesterday, and Ellie said, I've never walked through the woods. Never done this before. Walk through the woods? No, never. Kasei says, salute, Jay and chat. Yeah, good to see you all. Everybody's just getting here right at the beginning of the stream. That's perfect. Up and running. I'm not sure about this new Denver ingest server. Closer to me, but that doesn't mean the routing is healthier. Had a few drop frames the past few days. I'll be keeping an eye out for it today. And nothing major, but I might have better results with Chicago, or Texas, even though. Has anybody got friends and family in Texas who's dealing with the disaster down there? It's quite a mess. It's amazing to see how well such large numbers of people are coping with it in spite of the disaster that it is, which is immense and ongoing.
Should we climb it?
No. Wire on the top, but we gotta find a way to go around.
Some, yeah. Some are. Matthew, since this is made by Naughty Dog, the same company that makes the Uncharted games, if you saw how in Uncharted The Lost Legacy, which we just played, bushes were used as walls, it's not the best way to make a boundary, but it's better than an invisible wall. You gotta admit that. So yeah, we've got bushes that are walls, but I won't go trying to walk into them, so hopefully you won't have to think about that too much.
Fireflies. I mean, real fireflies.
Yeah, I see that.
Sorry. I lost myself for a sec.
So we're going looking for Bill. Joel's got a friend who might be able to get them a car. Is there anybody who's here right now who's not familiar with the game? I'm wondering how much of a recap to provide. This is 20 years after a fungal outbreak destroyed most of civilization, left humanity living in small groups, militarized groups, and wanderers, and bandits, and of course the infected, which are everywhere. DBA Bob going directly to lurk mode. Lurk on, Bob. Good to see you. You do not know this game, really, Wombat? Have you managed? We've had a number of streams of this game here. I think this is our 5th or 6th. So, gotta admit, I'm a little surprised, or that you haven't played it on your own too. Told people I can't miss this. Hey, in a meeting. That's what's up, Bob. Hey, everybody in a meeting with Bob there. Priorities. What can you do? We gotta go see a guy about a thing. His name's Bill. He might have a car. He's definitely got an attitude. Well, if it's not your type of game, that there you go, Wombat, there you go. But the short of it is, Joel experienced a personal tragedy 20 years ago on the night of the fungal outbreak, the largest part of the outbreak. Melee weapons, we can attach upgrades to them. Sharp things taped on, and then we get a couple extra uses out of the melee weapon. You also get one-hit kills with those add-ons for a few swings. 20 years ago, the fungal outbreak took down most of civilization. Joel lost his daughter, Sarah, that night, not to the fungal outbreak. 20 years later, he's grizzled. He has been working as a smuggler and perhaps as other things we may find out. But more importantly to the story, he was working with a woman named Tess. They had some close bond, and they were tasked with smuggling something turned out to be a girl named Ellie across town inside, from inside a quarantine zone. She needed to be smuggled across town to another location. Unknown reasons at that point. Tess was bit. The infection will kill anyone within 2 days, turn them into infected, and if the military forces find you and find out that you're infected, they will deal with you. So on the run, she buys Joel and Ellie time to escape after finding out that she's been bitten and she will die. So she makes a final stand. Joel is very bitter about that right now. That just happened. And Ellie, this 14-year-old girl, is infected. She has a bite on her arm, but it's 3 weeks old. Everybody turns within 2 days. Ellie has a bite on her arm that is 3 weeks old. And so maybe she holds the key to a cure. But nobody's buying that shit. On the other hand, she hasn't turned. She doesn't have to wear a gas mask when there are spores around. Doesn't seem to faze her. She's also a badass. But Joel has a lot of hang-ups when it comes to anything that reminds him of his daughter. So the entire story is one big hang-up for Joel.
There we go.
They haven't bonded very much. Not yet. And that brings us to Billstown.
Where do you usually meet him?
Huh? Different places.
You've never been here, have you?
I know this is where he lives, but no, I ain't never been here personally.
And that smoke, you think that's him?
Sure as hell better be.
Well, let's go check it out then.
All right, come on.
Matthew, she's 14. Yeah. Ellie is 14. What did I say? Since we're playing Ungrounded, guess I had a bottle. There are so few resources to pick up. I may do extra poking around and exploring, knowing full well that I'm not going to find things most of the time. Stuff that I
Down here.
know I'll pick up, I'm going to pick up.
Watch your step. It's a good
I
drop.
might just go wandering off anyways. I haven't played this since last October. If you've been here for a while, you know we played this game a lot here. But we haven't played since last October. So good to be back. You hear that, Ellie? Ellie, time to be quiet. Where do you put the bricks? Yeah, it's kind of a running joke. It's about, he has a backpack, but it sure looks like he stuffed it somewhere that doesn't have a latch. Ellie?
Are you all right?
I'm trying to learn how to whistle.
No way.
You don't know how to whistle.
Well, does it sound like I know how to whistle?
What's up? Come on, Ellie. Come on, Ellie. All right, maybe later. The timing. Yay, 2 parts. We're rich now. Bill's note. Reminder, collect more pills. See if I can scrounge up some extra ammo. I only have 3 weeks until the next drop off with Tess. Tess. Yep. Bill's handiwork. Oh. Can't miss
Message
that.
coming in. Patching it through.
Quarter blade. Godias, nice timing and welcome. So look at that. We've got, we're almost full on alcohol. Next time we find alcohol, we might not be able to pick it up all. We don't want to lose any. We now have the recipe for Molotovs, same recipe as health kits. Resources are so scarce on Grounded. Nevertheless, we don't want to waste any by having too much at any point. Holding too much when we pick something up. That's a full shift. Let's just leave it alone for now. We can make another. But as we start to get resources into that third box, we're going to want to use some so we don't overflow and waste. We don't quite have enough pills to upgrade a skill. Maximum health or weapon sway will probably be first. Health. Thing is, maximum health, maybe we shouldn't invest in that first this time. It's nice to have the extra health, but since we're going to be near death most of the time anyways, we won't have enough to heal when we get hurt regularly, only occasionally. We'll mostly just hoard health packs and not use them. Hey there, Jamster. Good evening. Afternoon. Morning. Nighttime. Future. Past. Maybe weapon sway first. If only I had 50 now. Could use a little weapon sway reduction coming up here today. 'Cause it won't be long till we're stuck in another one of Bill's stupid traps. Hey, we just need 5 more. There's still clickers around here, like right out in the shed. We gotta be quiet. Don't need to go out there. Let's go back out the way we came in. So what is Grounded? Hi there, Blasted Gaming. Grounded is the highest difficulty, and it was added to the game after launch. The initial game launched with a survivor difficulty, which is similar. The game normally has a function where you can listen, and if you listen, you can kind of see the outlines of things through walls. There's a lot of games have a detective mode. Lara Croft's got hers. Assassin's Creed has theirs. Whatever. This game has one too, but you can't use it on Survivor or Grounded. So that makes a big difference. Most of the UI is turned off. You don't know how much ammo or health you have at any given time unless you bring up the weapon selector, and then you can at least see how much ammo you have. You take a lot more damage, and the resources are so scarce it actually feels like it's 20 years after an apocalypse. There's nothing left. The game needs you to find adhesive and alcohol and sharp metal blade bits to augment weapons and make bombs and Molotovs and health kits and all that stuff, but there's almost nothing of that to be found, as you would expect 20 years after an apocalypse. How much of that stuff would be lying around? Well, on Grounded, there's appropriately nothing. Almost nothing. I think this is a shiv door. I've always meant to keep logs on what's behind each door. We're not going to be able to open all the shiv doors. We need those shivs for other shiv doors and a couple clickers in the game. How did Joel survive 20 years? A lot of people survived 20 years. Joel has been living in a military quarantine zone, the Boston quarantine zone. So there is still some infrastructure. It's militarized. It's small, it's tightly controlled, curfews, food rations, all of that. And Joel and Tess were smugglers. So they would do a lot of black market stuff within the quarantine zone. And the girl, she's only 14 years old. She was born after the apocalypse. She was in a military school. A lot of children are in military schools. There's also a resistance group called the Fireflies who want to free people from the military control, think they can take back the planet. They want to cure the infection, but nobody has any clue how to cure the infection except Ellie seems to be immune. So the Fireflies, the resistance group, why did she follow him? He was hired to smuggle her to safety with the Fireflies. But the people he was supposed to deliver her to are dead. They were killed. So he was only supposed to go from here to here, but when he got here, everyone was dead. So now he's kind of stuck. And Tess, before she died, Tess said, "This is real." She said, "This is fucking real. This is our one chance. She's not infected. She's immune. You gotta take her to the Fireflies. If you have to go to the end of the earth, get her to the Fireflies." So we're now looking for the Fireflies. We're going on a cross-country journey. Joel has a brother. They don't talk much. They haven't spoken a long time, but Joel has a brother. We saw him at the beginning of the game, and he has connections to the Fireflies. So we're trying to take her to Joel's brother to get her to the Fireflies. She's following him because she doesn't have anyone else. Marlene, the head of the Fireflies, is the only other person she has in this world. And Marlene was injured, and Marlene's the one who hired us.
It's jammed from the other side.
She's back in Boston,
Boost me
as far
up.
as we know.
That's not such a good idea.
Well, I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna get over there?
Hi there, Claire.
Message coming
Thank
in.
you for the host.
Patching it through.
Yeah, Joel, how else are we gonna get over it? Let her do it. Boost her up.
All right, come here. Give me your foot. Now listen, you just open it. There ain't nothing else.
Sure thing.
Easy, easy.
Okay. Ta-da!
Good job.
Ta-da!
Thank you.
So we have melee weapons, and if you look at this one, it has many hits. It's a metal, instead of a 2x4 or a bat or something else we might have, it's a metal pipe. We also have one we picked up earlier. Normally you can see how many hits a weapon has when you're carrying it, but in the case of grounded, you can only see them when they're laying on the ground. You actually have to swap and drop
So
your
let's
weapon.
say we get a car from this buddy of yours. Then what?
Well, then we go find Tommy.
Or keep
Marlene
track of the
said he's your brother?
durability.
And more importantly, he was a Firefly. He'd know where to take you.
Okay.
He lives far from here, which is why we need the car.
There you go. We're looking for Bill. Bill may have a car. We need a car because Joel's brother is far away. Bill doesn't actually know where his brother is, but he's far
look.
away.
Gnomes.
Yeah, those are gnomes.
Man, I had an art book filled with these. I always thought they were super cute. Not fairies, though. They creep me out.
All right, Ben.
I mean, who doesn't like garden gnomes? Bill, he does not like the fairies. Yeah. We're finding these pills we can use to upgrade skills. And those plants count as pills. So we have 55 now. We can finally do something like weapon sway. Maximum health is good, but that only buys us extra time when we have more than a sliver of health. We're gonna have a sliver of health most of the time. Maximum health only helps when health is full. So we'll get that. I usually get it first. I want to try something a little different. I'm hoping weapon sway will help me coming up here today. The gnomes are only cool if they don't attack you. True. I will completely change my opinion of garden gnomes if I am ever attacked by one. World so run down that someone could practically have a town to themselves. Like Bill does.
Oh, look at that.
I know. Get that.
Would you play this before?
No. But I had a friend that knew everything about this game. Apparently, there's this character called Angel Knives who'd... What was it? She'd punch a hole through your stomach before kicking your head off.
I was never a big fan of these things.
I wish I could play it.
Maybe one day, Ellie. Daniel Bochkov. Carlos Messina, Liman, Arthur Chagas, Carlo Lester, Queen Cat, Bundlini, Hardcore Killer, Jacob, Miss Sacro. Thank you for the follows. Welcome aboard. I'm sorry if I mangled anyone's names. Welcome. If any of you are out there watching, like popping up, saying hi in chat, awesome. If not, that's cool too. Combo.
Mandatory evacuation. Evacuate to where?
What do you think? Quarantine zone. See, some places got a heads up before the infection showed up. Most didn't.
Man, must be hard. Just leaving all your stuff behind like that.
That ain't the hard part.
Ellie, can I borrow that knife? I think it would be very useful and better than the shivs I make. Why do I have that feeling? Homo Joe Blow, and you're a real beauty. If you are collectible hunting, if you are looking for all the Firefly tags, you're gonna want to get up on this RV.
Fireflies were everywhere, huh?
That one's
Yeah,
easy
they
to
were.
miss.
Hoping to restore the country to what it was.
Well, with a vaccine, maybe they will.
Maybe.
Maybe. Record store. Get some tunes. Help. News of the day. Help. Hey there, Simpico. What's up? Dracoon.
Yeah, it's Bill's
Yeah,
handiwork.
what now?
Anybody else live in this town?
As far as I know, it's just him.
Note to Bob. Note to Bob. Bob, I'm not leaving town without that safe. Help Brad load it into the pickup. In case you need to get in, the combo is. We got a combo. Back to the safe. Pika, I am doing well. How about you? Need a stream to cheer you up, Dragoon. So you spent way too much replacing headphones that cracked the other night. How long had you had the ones that cracked? I guess if you dropped them, or what happened to them? Wouldn't be covered by warranty anyways, would it? Yeah, well. Headphones are a priority, then headphones are a priority. Less than 30 days, what?
Whoa. Look at this place.
How do you think all this vinyl's doing 20 years later? I feel like weather damage would be worse than it's portrayed. Some areas it makes sense. You can see water getting in, things are just ruined. But 20 years. Would any of these windows be intact? How much water would really have gotten into these places in 20 years? Oh, Oh, toothaches. Horrible. Horrible. 8 toothaches. Alright, see how we're getting kind of full on, we better craft another shiv, even though we don't need another shiv right now. There is 2 shiv doors coming up, and we passed one. We didn't open up that last door. We're gonna open up one or both of the next ones. Next 2. It's done. It's done. Goddamn infected showing up much too close to the church safe house. It's like I'm gonna need to do another round of clearing out the weak spots of the perimeter. Bill's perimeter note.
Man, this is kind of sad.
What is?
All this music that's just sitting here. No one's around to listen to it. I don't know. Doesn't seem right.
Oh man.
Jesus!
Whoa, Nelly. What the hell was that?
That would be one of Bill's traps.
Not one of the stupid ones.
Your friend a bit paranoid, maybe?
That's putting it lightly.
What's the deal with this guy?
Well, he helped us smuggle stuff into the cities. He knows how to find things.
Well, let's hope we don't blow up trying to find him.
Just watch your step, you'll be fine.
So this is a great example of a door, a shiv door we can open, but I can never remember if there's anything worthwhile behind it or if we should skip this one and save it. Why don't we skip this one? I might regret that, but let's just save our shivs. We skip a few of those. We should be able to open more of the doors later. And there's a couple I almost never get into because I never have shivs by that point.
Jeez, Bill good with a bow?
I reckon he is.
No trespassers! You will be shot on sight. Hey.
Yeah.
Let me use that. I'm a pretty good shot with that thing.
How about we just leave this kind of stuff to me?
Well, we could both be armed. Cover each other.
I don't think so.
Joel, actually listen to Ellie. Think about all the trouble you could save. We got a brick, right? Good. So are our zombies mindless? Yes. They are not light sensitive. Some of them can still see a little bit, but as the fungal growth grows plates out around their head, they're eventually blinded by it. They all have very sensitive hearing. There are different stages of the infection, and along with that, physical growth around the head and body. We haven't met all the different types of infected yet. But clickers cannot see it all. They can only hear, and they echolocate. They're very creepy. You're gonna see them if you haven't already. We caught a glimpse of one, but it was quiet in a shed. They're infected that kind of wander around, but yeah, they're mindless. They are all mindless. trying to make our way to Bill wherever he is. This whole thing is called Bill's Town. Joel, gotta talk about this. Ellie, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
Shit.
Yep. Yeah, they don't use ladders. Apparently, neither does Joel. Joel, here's how a ladder works. You go up, you go down. You do one at a time. You don't try to combine those things. Can you see how the plates are all grown around its face? We don't want to wake them up if we don't have to. If we had extra ammunition, we could melee, if we could punch them, we can take them out with melee weapons, but you can't box clickers. You can box some of the lower tier infected. Hey there, Merc. Time.
Now listen. Bill ain't exactly the most stable of individuals. So when we get there, you let me do the talking. You understand?
I understand.
We gotta be clear on this. He don't take too kindly to strangers.
All right.
Bill's a good guy. He just definitely needs some time warming up to you. So,
One way to put it.
see that wire? Stay underneath it, okay? Just keep your head low and you'll be fine.
All right. You hear that?
Yeah.
Shit, you're gonna go in there?
I want to see what we can find.
You're gonna find my body when I die from a heart attack.
Don't worry. I got this.
Trusty brick. What could go wrong?
Jeez! That thing scared the shit out of me.
Well,
That's what the brick's
while we're here,
for.
let's search the place.
Oh my god.
Okay, Ellie. Praise the brick! Hey, Neo. Get you. Oh, man. I wish I could go back to when I didn't know where those moments were. Note to Rachel. Rachel, soldiers are going door to door, forcing people onto buses. I hear yelling a couple of buildings down. Time's running out. Tried calling, waiting. I don't know what to do, but I can't wait anymore. I've thrown most of our stuff into a couple of suitcases. I'll be waiting for you in the quarantine zone. Come find me. I'll see you soon. Ezra.
You think they ever found each other?
How the hell would I know?
Well, I'd like to think they did.
Nothing. So bare.
Let's get the hell out of here.
It's a bit meta. Yeah, we can't crouch our way through that one.
Oh, shit. Those things are kind of awesome.
That's one way to do it.
Did you have another way in mind, Joel? Not wasting bullets. Now, rare to just find a bunch of ammo lying around ungrounded, and there's a very specific reason it's happening now. There's gonna be more in the next room.
See that? Get back.
Rick's still there afterwards? Hope so.
Come on. Just stay close.
We just found 4 rounds. Here's another 4. Telling ya, that doesn't happen. Happens here for a reason. 15. You're not gonna see that again in the game. There's a reason for it. It's another one of Bill's stupid traps.
Ellie, come on.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill.
God damn it, Bill.
What just happened?
Another one of Bill's stupid traps. There. That fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
Cut that rope, and it'll bring me down.
On it! Joel!
Oh, I hear them.
Shit, here they come. Ellie, how's it looking?
Should be right top, not left bottom. During this scene? Yeah, there we go. We can flip it all. You know, I could do that. I could turn it upside down in OBS, and then I would be aiming right side up. So there would still be a lot
What just happened?
of sway.
Another one of Bill's stupid traps.
I could do this though.
There, that fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
Might be better for this.
Cut
It's
that
really
rope,
hard for
and
me
it'll bring
to
me down.
On it!
relax and take steady shots while hanging upside fucking down.
Joel!
Yeah, I know, Ellie. I know.
Here they come. Just rope. Ellie, how's it looking?
I'm going as fast as I can.
I don't know. Best case, we've gotten through here in a few minutes. Worst case, I think we've spent an hour or more. What's the longest we've ever spent here? The part that kills me is having to listen to this over and over. It's another one of Bill's stupid traps.
What just happened?
One of
No,
Bill's
I mean,
stupid traps.
you're upside down, but left is still left, and yeah, okay.
There, that
Might
fridge,
look
it looks like that's
confusing
a
with the
counterweight.
camera, but
Okay.
no, for me it makes sense. It's not backwards. I'm just swaying. It's a lot harder to
Cut that rope. and
aim
it'll bring
at a
me down.
moving target when you are also moving. and you're not in control of your own movement. When you're bobbing back and forth and you're trying to aim at a moving target. That's all.
Joel!
Shit, here they come.
Joel!
Reloading when I have opportunities, that's important so I don't get stuck. See how fast that guy gets from... I need to finish him off before he gets inside. 2 body shots, 1 headshot. It's not a clean headshot. It's gonna take 2 shots. Do you see now why they give you so much ammo?
I got you.
Damn it, Bill.
Can't actually run out of ammo here.
What just happened?
So they give you a lot of ammo before this scene, so it
One of
feels
Bill's
like
stupid traps.
you have enough.
There, that fridge. It looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
Cut that rope, and it'll bring me down.
On it! Joel!
I know, Ellie.
Shit, here they come.
Don't get excited, I've been doing terrible.
Ellie,
Should have been easy to get those first few down. Clickers are a little tougher, headshots still better. We're not out of this yet. No, we're just a little higher.
you all right?
You'd think that would help, you know?
on, you
Hard
can
for
do
the
it.
zombies to reach us.
Damn it.
You weren't fully loaded? That's not good.
Just hurry. Get off, or you son of a bitch. Hey, over here. Hurry, they're getting closer.
No! Yeah, that'll do it. Oh!
Get off your ass on your feet.
Whatever you say, Bill. Let's go. Can't go that way. Come on.
Which way? All right, we'll,
Yeah, this way. That's what I'm saying.
come on, Ellie. Damn. Where's that goddamn key?
Yeah, there's no time for finding a fucking key. Come on, Bill. You got the door? Close the door!
Bill, they're coming to the door. Take them out. That's the wrong way. Ellie, stay back.
Bill, get the fuck out of the way! Damn it, Bill. I don't waste the weapon. Can we go now, Bill?
All right. We're almost there. God damn it, they're coming over. Come on.
Why, we're going through!
Keep going this way, through the truck.
Man, that was close. Thanks for the heroics and all. Ellie. Hey, what are you... Joel?
Bill.
What are you doing?
Bill.
Let me go.
Turn around and get on your knees.
Just calm down a second.
Turn around.
All right.
Get on your knees.
Don't test me.
Just take it easy.
Any bites?
Oh,
Anything sprouting?
God damn it, I'm clean!
If I see so much as a twitch. Ow!
Stop!
Son of a bitch!
You done?
Am I done? You come into my house, you set off all my traps, you damn near break my shooting arm. Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors. And you can start by taking these off.
I owe Joel some favors. Is this some kind of joke?
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
Listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed
I
me.
need you to shut up. All right?
Whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.
Well, it don't matter, because I don't have a car that works.
But there is one in this town.
Parts. There are parts in this town.
Meaning that you could fix one up.
All right. If I'm gonna do this, there's some gear I'm gonna need.
All right.
It's on the other side of town. Now you help me go gather it, and maybe I can put something together that runs. But after this, I owe you nothing.
That's fine. A couple of days from now, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Good. Follow me. Whole goddamn town's booby trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Can't miss it.
Knock it off.
Ellie.
All right. Whatever supplies you may want or need, I suggest you grab them.
Hey, thank you. Ellie, take a look around, see if there's anything we can use.
Alrighty.
Bill's Town. Convoy. Nest. Trap. Barricade. You can see the missing durability off the pipe I was carrying around. We'll just hold on to this fresh one.
Man, he's got a fucking stick up his ass.
Just stay out of his way.
Jump back to the other side of the screen. I don't know which is really better. Any thoughts on that? Since we don't have much of a UI, I don't think it matters. Joel's often on this side of the screen. If I'm kind of behind him, then together we are one larger obstruction instead of one on each side of the screen. Fences, Newt. Need to remember to clear the infected by the fences. Third time this month that too many of them were stacking up against the fence, knocking that shit over. Clear the fences. You should be in the middle of the screen. I don't agree. Don't agree. But, that's an option. Go Eagles. Fight. Win, win, win. There are a few training manuals, not many. This is good. Shivs now last 1 hit longer. Sharpening a blade reduces the force necessary to cut or puncture, thus increasing the life of the blade. Interesting that Joel didn't know that before. But now that he knows that, he will sharpen his shivs, and they will last a little bit longer. Not if used for a door, though. That's the real catch here.
Hey, you know how to play this?
Yeah, pretty badly, yeah.
I always wanted to learn.
Hey, Bobby Fischer, don't touch anything on that board.
Bobby, what?
Hey, just let it go.
Found everything you need?
We're good.
Don't leave the door open.
I got it.
We have to cross to the other building. Up the stairs. Let's move it.
Stay with me.
When did we
believe you
drop
agreed to this
thousands of frames?
What you should have done was just left him back there.
You weren't kidding about him.
Yeah, he's one of a kind.
Drop so many frames. Haven't seen that in a long time. Makes me think about bouncing the stream to switch to a different Twitch server, ingest server. I haven't seen so many
What
drop
kind of
frames in
trouble
a
are you
long time.
Where the hell's Tess?
It's just a job. Simple drop-off.
What are you delivering? That little brat?
Haha. Fuck you too.
Oh. You know, I hope you know what you're doing.
Are you kidding me with this guy?
So where are we going, Bill?
My other safe house. It's more of an armory.
Wait, I thought we were gonna fix up a car.
We? You know how to fix a...
Bill, just...
That's like I said. What I need's on the other side of town. Now that side I don't ever go to because it's filled with infected. So we're gonna need more guns.
Hunter's note. Saw a group of hunters coming dangerously close to town. Luckily, a pack of infected chased them off. Reminder, put up more warning signs. Let them know you're serious. Looks like we've dropped some frames today. Trading. Don't see that too much anymore. Certainly not these kind of numbers. So, tempted to bounce the stream. Just push it to a different Twitch server. See how that goes. Nobody's mentioned anything, so maybe it's not too bad. Not really small numbers. I'm gonna do that real quick. Heads up, the stream is gonna go down and then the stream will come back up. If you don't see the stream come back up in 15 seconds, 30 seconds, try refreshing the stream. I'm gonna bounce the stream now. Be right back.